It's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
But it's already today.
And the reason we're reminding you of that is because that would make it tonight at midnight is the last night time for...
Tonight being Tuesday night, which is tomorrow, but you're seeing it today, which is Tuesday.
Hello. It is, when you see this, it is Tuesday, January 11th.
Make that July 11th.
What did I say?
January.
Oh, goodness. July 11th, the day before his birthday. He's still going to have a birthday. So, when you're seeing this...
It's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
But it's already today.
And the reason we're reminding you of that is because that would make it tonight at midnight is the last night time for...
Tonight being Tuesday night, which is tomorrow, but you're seeing it today, which is Tuesday.
Wow. For the contest for the oldest subscriber that we have. Now remember, if you're young and you have somebody, a grandparent or whatever that would like to...
A neighbor, a friend, somebody you pull in off the street,
that you
whatever.
think might enjoy watching us silly people, have them subscribe and you can win a book too. So...
It's a real book.
It's a real book. All right, so just a reminder about that contest. So now, drum roll.
That was a messy drum roll.
Yuck.
Did you lose your train of thought? Toot, toot.
We have another, was that a train? Oh gosh. Okay, we have another contest we're gonna do, and this is one that we're gonna follow with the people, you know, how you guys tag people and have them do stuff, so we're gonna do that.
Seems fun. We want to try it.
We want to be part of all that.
We got a great one here, though. This is going to be wonderful.
We are very much into eating real food. So we are going...
And we know a lot of you are, too.
Yes. So we are going to tell you 5 things that we do to eat real food. And that's what we want you to do. Tell 5 things that you do to eat real food. Then we want you to prepare a recipe or a menu item or something as simple. Don't do something really complicated.
Unless you love complicated.
Unless, yeah, if you want to. And put the recipe in the show notes after your video. Then go to our channel, Hardiness Approach, and write in, I shared a recipe, and put the link to that video.
To your video.
To that video. Then we will pull all of those recipes off and put them into an ebook and make a homesteading real food ebook recipe book, of which you'll be able to access. Did I forget anything?
You got it.
Okay, just replay it if you didn't catch it all. So now we're going to tell you our 5 things that we do.
Oh, what we didn't say.
To eat real food.
With that ebook, you'll be able to, we're not going to make it so that nobody can do anything with it. If you want to use it as a free gift, as an enticement for somebody to subscribe to you or whatever you want them to do, it'll be available for you to give them the links to if they do whatever you ask them to do. How's that?
Okay.
It's all of us are creating the book.
All of our homesteading.
All the homesteaders. So it's your book like it's our book. We're just putting it together.
There.
How's that?
That sounds good.
It's a community book.
It is. All right. So we're going to go to our number 1. Number 1. We have broiler chickens so that we can eat meat that is raised on pasture, that is organic, that we know what they've had, and we process them ourselves.
This is one of 2 of these tractors that we have. Both have 17 in it, so we have a total of 34. Some are sold, but we're still going to have some more we put in our freezer.
And we'll show you our freezer.
This is our first adventure with turkeys. It's been great. We hadn't really known the disposition of turkeys, how they follow us around. If we come out, they come out. They have to be with us, and they're so curious.
About when we cooked them.
And we actually had 2 that we had to process already. And amazing. One of them was brined, and that's actually the recipe that Rhenda's going to share, is the brined turkey recipe that we had. We're still eating it. Phenomenal flavor, very tender, very juicy, impressive. There's no way that I can eat that store-bought stuff anymore. These guys were great.
I think one of the reasons, all of a sudden we're like, well, wait a minute. Why do we need to wait for Thanksgiving to have turkey? Because turkey's one of our favorite meats that we get when we go get a deli sandwich, but we don't want to eat the processed meat. So now we have a freezer full of our own meat for deli sandwiches, and it's wonderful.
Yep.
Number 3, we grow a garden. When I look at the price that we have to pay in the store to buy an organic zucchini, it's almost sickening. So we grow our own, and we grow it without any pesticides, as I'm sure you guys do too. And it's always a learning experience as to what you're going to get and what you're not going to get. But number 3 is growing our own vegetables. Say it.
Number 4, this is really our favorite. This is the big one that goes on for us, is we have quite a few eggs that go on here. We've already gathered the eggs today, so pretty sure there's none left in here, but this is where the magic happens.
And they are the magicians. Number 5. We have a wonderful source for getting raw milk. Full of cream. Oh, I want some. So good. For my recipe, I'm just going to be sharing the little part of the video that I made on the turkey brine. I don't have a lot of time today, so that's why I'm going to show that one, and I'm putting the turkey brine recipe on for you. It's actually the Pioneer Woman from the TV, from the Food Network, and I made just a couple of changes on her recipe. So I'm disclosing that I didn't make it up, but it's luscious. Okay, so those are our 5 items, and our recipe is to follow that you'll see. And so listen to the directions. This lovely pot is full of interesting items for turkey brine. So it's actually the Pioneer Woman's from the TV recipe. So it's got organic orange peels and rosemary that I got out in my kitchen garden, and bay leaves and peppercorns. And then I've got an organic unfiltered apple cider in there, and water, filtered water, and 2 cups of, okay, so 1.5 cups of salt, and then it's got 2 cups of sugar, and I don't like sugar. I don't like to put sugar in. There we go. But I use coconut sugar, and I'm really trying to have, supposedly what happens with the brine is that it changes the molecules of the turkey. The first person that we're going to challenge to tell 5 things that they do to incorporate real food in their lives and put a recipe on is Creating Essence. And she has been so wonderful in watching our vlog and in making wonderful comments. They are a large family in Virginia living on a budget, homeschooling, and trying their best to be able to live free of preservatives and on one income. So I'm really excited to get to know them more, and they're our number 1.
Okay, number 2 is David's Pasture. We just met him through a Justin Rhodes video that he was just visiting this family. This is a family of 10. They've been doing this for a couple of years. They're up and running fairly well, but they have pasture raised a few different things, and they do a great job of it. Impressed at the way that they're managing it, the way that they've grown their business, and the way that they're marketing their products. They're doing it right, and their kids are fully involved. It's actually their kids who are taking care of all of the web stuff that goes on. They're just getting started on their YouTube channel, so absolutely subscribe to them, get to know them. You're going to like what you see. They're doing some fantastic things. So David's Pasture, we're saying, let us know 5 things y'all do to eat real food. Please share. You probably have thousands of recipes that those kids love to eat, so share one of those. Tell us about it. We're looking forward to it.
Number 3, An Old-Fashioned Life with Mike and Dawn. They have 53 subscribers right now. They are a small homestead in Illinois, and they have also made comments on our videos, I think. I can't remember, but we found them and we subscribed to them. So help them out to grow. And Mike and Dawn, we need 5 things that you do to eat real food and a recipe.
Number 4 is Lumna Acres. We've been watching them for a while. He has a guide to modern homesteading. He's always doing some kind of a project. It's pretty amazing. So what we're saying, Lumna Acres, here's your challenge. Let's know 5 things you do to eat real food. We want to hear about them. We also want you to share a recipe, one of your favorite recipes, a real food recipe. Be sure you include the description of it, how to do it. Looking forward to hearing from you, y'all. And he's got a lot going on.
Okay, so I'm going to answer a question that he gave me. I answered to him that I really loved the education that he gave me, and he says, well, what specifically in today's video? I enjoyed the way that you use the board to smooth out the concrete. I've not been around concrete, and the last one I saw on here didn't use that, and it made such a difference in being able to use the board to smooth the concrete. So there's your answer. Number 5 is my friend here in Oregon, St. Fiacre, hopefully I said that right, farm. And we met them last week at the Salem Farmers Market, and they are just a stone's throw away from us. Well, we'd have to have a pretty strong arm, but really close to us. In the country, we consider that neighbors. And so they have a wonderful family, and they go around Oregon collecting berries and leaves and dehydrate them and make teas to sell. And we bought some of their tea, and it was delicious. So 5 things that you do with your family to eat real food and a recipe. And that is our 5 different people. We're excited. There's the challenge.